Cool. I think we should be good now. I uh I adjusted some things. Cool. Sweet. All right, so it looks like we're getting some stocks loaded up. We have the consumer confidence report coming in 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull up the economic calendar. 3 minutes till December's consumer confidence report. As far as the market goes, it looks like SPY is right around those highs from yesterday, still unable to hold that breakout, but we're holding the highs pretty well. General market mix is pretty mixed. There's some stocks up, some stocks down. Not a lot of big movers. Amazon is a standout this morning. NVO is a standout this morning. Or Novo Nordisk. And Google seems to have a little bit of strength this morning. And Visa. Visa is a stock that was coming from our watch list not long ago. So a beautiful breakout from Visa. If you guys remember, we entered Visa, or we took this analysis on Visa back on December 7th. It looks like it hit that first price target today. Visa is going to be a pretty significant name next year, especially with Trump easing regulations on the financial world, pretty much banks and anything that has to do with financials. Tokenization is becoming a real thing, and Visa has issued over 16 billion tokens and aims to tokenize all e-commerce transactions to improve security, authorization rates, and fraud protection. Tokenization is a huge push across all fronts right now in technology, something Visa is working on. Visa processes over $16 trillion in total volume. That was as of last year in over 200 countries. They don't actually issue credit or debit cards, but they do generate billions in transaction fees, you guys. That's what makes Visa such a good pick. We had our entry right around 325. It hit that first price target today, and we do have a second price target of around 370. But we do believe that Visa may be a strong choice into 2026, especially that it made no progress in 2025 as a stock. You can see it's pretty much flat. So next year, I think Visa might see a big run. One of those companies that I do believe that is staged for a rally towards 400. That's one of the bigger movers today. Other than that, like I said, Google is moving. Google is back above its 10-day moving average. And buyers are just now below just the 20-day moving average. This could easily jump. Any positive catalyst for AI or Google can push it further. If you are trading it today, you want it to hold above 310, and then resistance in the way is around 315.50. It's bullish no matter where it closes, as long as it closes above 310, and it sets it up for a potential rally back towards that all-time high mark. What else is moving today? We have Novo Nordisk. We went over that if you missed it in the last live before we had to get disconnected. And Amazon. Amazon completely jumped this morning. It looks like it broke above that 229.50 resistance. That was a double top from yesterday. As long as it holds that level, it's in good hands. Amazon is a potential swing candidate. I do believe we wrote an analysis not too long ago on this. Amazon, July 6th, we had Amazon at 215, and our price target was 240. I do believe it hit. There we go. It did hit. So we'll probably do another analysis on Amazon and add another price target, probably a little bit more of a deeper analysis on it too. I do think that Amazon is one of those stocks that is just a silent killer. People kind of underestimate them because they think that they're just an online marketplace, but they're far more than that. AWS alone makes them, I believe, $100 billion, which is insane. So Amazon hasn't been that eventful over the last 12 months, but 2026 could be a good year for them, especially if they increase advertising and AWS revenue. I do like Amazon. It's a big mover today. That's why I'm highlighting it, but it's a stock to continue highlighting into 2026. I do believe the consumer confidence report was released Let's see. There's no numbers yet. Consumer confidence report. Temporarily unavailable. That's nice. Latest release actual 89.1, not the 91.7. So consumer confidence, despite the fact that GDP was stronger because of stronger consumer spending, consumer confidence wasn't that great. It's at least not as good as people expected. I don't know if this is necessarily going to have a huge impact on the market. Let's see how the market is reacting. It's not like the biggest of deals of a report. It is pulling back, but we're still kind of holding the highs of yesterday, so it's not something to freak out about, I would say. Plus, no move is just a straight shot up. It takes time to get to new highs and to earn confidence at new prices. You got to remember, like, people have to be willing to pay that price during the day, and you have to build your way up to that. It doesn't just happen out of nowhere. So let's see, the day's young. Let's see if SPY can actually get above that 686 mark. That's the same resistance we had for it here when we drew our chart this morning at 686, and you can see it attempted that breakout. It got to about 680, 625. So we're going to move that resistance up for the day. This is why we don't trust early day breakouts, because they're usually not trustworthy. Let's see if 686.25 acts as the magic number today. Either way, as long as we close above yesterday's lows, we're going to be in good hands, that we'd still maintain our upside, our overnight uptrend. But the downside is that the closer we get to Christmas, even today, the closer we get to end of day, the lower the volume is going to get, and the less likely we're going to be able to hold breakouts or hold big moves to either side. So I would say if we are going to get that breakout, I would like to see it as early in the day as possible, because anything closer to tomorrow, volume might be a little too slow to really actually move us. Now let's go back to our scanner, because it did actually pull up some good names for us. Only one page, as you could see. The reason why is because of that low volume and then the uncertainty around the market. HUT, so upset. We closed yesterday fully at 52. We still had a solid 14% gain. But nonetheless, we left some money on the table. That's okay. If it keeps going, it keeps going. We do have positions in plenty of other companies. UMAC, Unusual Machines. Remember, we talked about this company yesterday. They are a drones player, so we're going to go ahead and add them here to our drone watch list, which includes AVAV and UMAC. This is a medical device company, not my favorite niche. Zim, that's a marine shipping company out of Israel. I've tried to play this company maybe 3 times, and it just does not. It just does not work out. So I avoid it, but I will keep it on watch. And then what else do we have? NVO, we already talked about this. Lion Gate Studio, not an industry I understand, but I might like to take a look into it. Critical Metals is pushing. Critical Metals, obviously, very big industry in 2025. People were all over the magnet play, the rare earth metals play, the critical metals play. I do think that the trade still has a little legs in 2026, but I wouldn't bet big on it. I do think that money's going to cycle into new things. Vuzi, that's a smart glasses play, and electronics components. So nothing too exciting on the watch list this morning. Let's see what's happening over in the market. Still pulling back. For those of you who are watching, are we frozen? It seems like we might be frozen, which is really upsetting. Aw, man, we are frozen. I wonder what the problem is. I changed the setting. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to stop the stream, and then I'm gonna try to figure this out. And then if I could figure it out, I'm gonna send the link out. But for now, I'm just gonna hop off. Um, and then I'm gonna actually try to figure it out immediately. So if I can, I'll send the link again right now.